What is up, fam? Welcome back to another Car Talk podcast. I am in the car right now, and of course, just as I started doing this, it started raining, so if you hear some rain in the background, I hope that doesn't bother you. But anyway, I hope you are all doing phenomenal. I'm really excited to be doing another one of these podcasts. It's hard to explain, but they just feel really good to do. And I just feel like every single time I put one out, I just feel like a weight is lifted off my chest, and I don't know what it is, but I'm just thankful for it. I really am, and I'm thankful for you guys that are tuning in. I really appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. And yeah, let's just dive right into it. Today I had a phenomenal morning. I might as well just start with that. I took out a couple buddies from around the area. We went fishing, and we had a good morning. It was a really fun day, and it just got me thinking, how happy I get just off of something as simple as fishing. And honest to God, I'm so thankful for that. And it wasn't until later in life that I realized how lucky I am to have a hobby like fishing to love. Because there's a lot of people out there in this world that I've met that unfortunately they don't like fishing at all. Or fortunately for them, they've got other interests that they like, and whatever. But I think it's something that us fishermen and or whatever you do, if you're an athlete, if you're anything that you genuinely love, anything that you remember loving ever since you were a child and all the way until now, if you genuinely love that, I just think it's a beautiful thing, and I think it's a beautiful feeling. Yet a lot of us, including myself, I'm not even kidding, all the way up until at least 21 years old, I'd say, I really didn't appreciate, to the degree that I think I should, how amazing it is to have a hobby like fishing. Because in all reality, it doesn't take any money to go out and enjoy yourself on a riverbank or a pond or on a lake or whatever it may be, whatever you have access to. It genuinely, yeah, obviously the more you get into the sport and into the hobby, just like anything, you're going to want to buy more stuff and have more, equipment. But for the most part, I'm just talking about the simple blessing that it is to be able to have something that's almost like a meditation to you. I personally, I don't do yoga or any type of real meditating. I mean, I do meditate in my own ways, I'd say, but not like your typical try to find Zen moment, that kind of meditation. I would say it's more or less when I fish, I don't listen to anything. That's just me and myself and nature, and it's just something that grounds me. I just genuinely, I just feel like that's my meditation. In other words, I just get my recharge from doing something like that. And there's a lot of people, and you might even be one of them as a listener, that just can't relate to that at all, because it's not fun to go out and fish and spend time in nature. And I get that. I 100,000% get that, and that's exactly why I wanted to make this podcast, and especially this episode, is because it's I just want people to realize how amazing it feels when you genuinely appreciate, appreciate the simple thing that it is to love something. And I know that sounds fruity or whatever, but I mean, it's so damn true. I took fishing for granted all throughout my life. I feel like I never really, when I went fishing, I was going fishing to catch a big fish. I wasn't going fishing just to go fishing. I was going fishing to catch a massive bass, send it to my dad, send it to my my cousin. That was the life. I just wanted, my family, the people that I know loved fishing, to see the fishing that I was doing. And you know what I was really missing was the fact that it's just like an amazing part of my life and hobby that, you know, that's easily looked over. And I was just looking over it. I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't having fun fishing. Of course I was having fun fishing, but I wasn't necessarily like going out there thinking like, oh, this is my meditation. Like, oh, if I go out there for 15 minutes today, that's okay if I catch something or don't catch something, because I genuinely am getting like the nature and the grounding that I need throughout my day. Like, I'm not gonna overly stress about the fact that, you know, I didn't catch a fish, or that I wasn't figuring the fish out that day, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I genuinely, you know, ever since about 21, 22 years old, so literally, you know, within the past 1 or 2 years for myself, my own journey, like I've realized that, damn, like having something to love like fishing is an amazing blessing. And, you know, leaning into that blessing at a young age, and that passion at a young age, and being able to coddle that in a way that I'm able to protect it, and also, you know, be able to utilize it to better my day every single day. Like, I mean, might as well, you know, like, why not do that? And that's legit when I started creating content. You know, I made a new Instagram account for fishing. I did all these things. I started a YouTube channel. Like, I genuinely felt like it was time for me to start connecting with people in the real world, you know, not just my family and my friends that I knew were fishermen, but also people in this world that, you know, I was seeing John B and all these other guys being successful on YouTube and, you know, on social media. And I figured, well, why not give myself a whirl at something like that? What makes me different from them, you know? And like, I hope that if you're listening to this and you think that there's a big difference between me and them, I want you to realize there's no difference between you and them. Like, forget me. Forget my own confidence or whatever you might think this is coming off as. Like, this is me just being practical and optimistic. Like, this, I mean, I know I'm no different than Logan Paul. Yeah, he's 6'3" and much more handsome than I am, but guess what? You know, he's got everything in it. He's got everything in him that I have, you know? Like, he's got the same ingredients that I have. He's got the same, maybe not DNA structurally, but I'm talking like, I've got a phone to create, I've got a camera to create, I've got, you know, the platforms to create on. You know, the only thing I don't have is the people paying attention to me. But that takes time, and I'm only 23, and by the time I'm 33, I can eventually have that kind of following and that kind of attention if I, God so willing, deserve it. You know what I mean? And hopefully by then I'm not looked at as a, you know, as some of the ways that some of these content creators that are my age that are successful are getting looked at in the real world. Because a lot of people are not happy with, you know, I'm not going to mention names, but they're not happy with people. Like, the people that are successful, that blew up, you know, with internet fame, like, out of the blue, like, nowhere, like, I mean, they, a lot of times, are really, really disrespected in the industries that they work in, and in the, you know, and just in the world in general. And, like, that's not where I'm working towards, and I'm not saying that's where anybody should be working towards, but what I want you to know is that we are no different than every other celebrity that we see on TV, every other content creator, entrepreneur, like, whatever. Like, we have the power to do the same thing. We were just born with different circumstances, and we just haven't made our moment yet, you know? We haven't gotten to the point where we're, you know, where everything clicks. Like, if everything hasn't clicked, then it obviously, you're not going to be able to impact the world on a level that a lot of these content creators do, or actors do, or entrepreneurs do. But if you genuinely try to better yourself and know what you love and know what you bring to the table and just have good intent through and through, like, I don't think there's any reason why you can't shoot for the stars. Because, you know, like, I don't really talk to my mom much, but one thing that she talked to me and told me at a young, young, young age was that like, if you want to become an MLB player, become an MLB player. Like, if you want to go pro, go pro. Like, you can do it. Like, you know, like, and she would say, if you can shoot for the stars, might as well, because the worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna land on the moon. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I got goosebumps right now. If I wasn't driving, I'd go through the hassle of showing you, but I'm not even kidding. Like, that is real deal shit right there. Like, I'm not saying I want to become a Logan Paul, or I want to become a crazy big fisherman like, you know, Kevin Van Dam, or, you know, any of the. I'm not saying these things, and I don't say these things. I'm just throwing it out there now, because why not? Now's the perfect time. But, like, I'm not saying these things because I'm egotistical and I'm a freaking asshole and I just want to make a bunch of money and, you know, do all that. Like, no. I'm saying that because I genuinely love fishing, and I love what I do, and I want nothing more in this world than the opportunity to shoot for it all and to live every day like it's the best day in the world, because I'm chasing my dream and making the little child in me happy as hell every single day. Because I know damn well over the past 3-4 years, I have very, very, very high feelings about this, because I've listened to Logan Paul, I've listened to Gary Vee, I've listened to all of these phenomenal people that are just successful, like beyond successful, you know, in my eyes of success, which is happy, doing what they absolutely love every single moment of the day, and not having their family need anything that they can't provide. Like, and not only that, like, the potential to change the world, like, that's something that I want to be able to do. And I believe that unless if you have an insane amount of attention, like, you can't really change the world. And that's why over the past 3 to 4 years on my journey of becoming a better version of myself, I've listened to a lot of podcasts, guys, like a lot of podcasts, and a lot of conversations of very, very, very smart people. And what I've learned is that they're no different than us. And a lot of them actually had very, very tough circumstances. They were not given their opportunities with, you know, without ease, like, without a difficult time. I mean, like, it was like every single one of them. I mean, Gary Vee, for example, this dude has been making content for 15 years. And now he's a cultural icon. Now he's not even a cultural icon yet. He's just my idol, and I put him on a pedestal, and I will forever put him on a pedestal because he's changed my life for the best. And I mean, he's literally, I mean, I just, what I've learned is that there's no reason why we can't all just chase our dreams at full speed. Because in reality, like, if you've got a big dream, it's not going to make you happy to not chase that and to do something else. So why not do everything that you can and position yourself in a way that is going to allow you to chase that dream, you know? Like, and if you don't have that, if you don't have something that makes you happy, like, you got to go out and try stuff. You got to find stuff, you know? And, like, a lot of these people that I talk to in my own life, like my friends, my family, like, you know, when I ask them, like, are you having, you know, like, because I want them to be happy. Like, I want them, like, I want my family to feel this way that I feel every single day more than anything in this world. And I want you to feel this way too. That's why I'm making this podcast. And, like, honest to God, a lot of the reason, I hate to even say it, like, I don't even want to, but the reason why people don't know what their happiness comes from, or don't know what hobby makes them happy, is because they're overlooking that hobby. I mean, look at myself. Ever since I was 16, 18, 19 years old, like, I was going fishing, and I wasn't appreciating fishing, and I wasn't utilizing fishing for what it is to my life, which is my therapy. It's my meditation. It's my grounding mechanism. Like, that's what I utilize to make myself feel grounded and more comfortable with other humans throughout the day. That's what fishing is for me. It's not about catching the biggest damn fish in the world. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. But what it's about is just doing what I love every day and having the ability to do that if I choose to. And riding with my girls, my girlies. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love. That's what I love. And it breaks my heart that for a lot of my life, I didn't even know that that's what I needed to prioritize. And that's what I needed to utilize to make my hobby, my career, my life more meaningful for this world. You know what I mean? That in a blend with other things as well. Like, that's not the only thing that I'm about, but honest to God, that's a huge, huge part of it. And I think I would have never gotten to this point where I'm at today if I wouldn't have leaned into fishing first. If I wouldn't have leaned into the fact that I love fishing so damn much. If I would have never picked up that just simple perspective change, I really would be a different person today. And I would not be doing this podcast. And things would be way, way different. And that's why I just really hope to inspire you to do what it is that you love with the appreciation of it. I know you go out there and do what you love to do. I know you do it. Everybody does it. But this time, when you do it, take a moment to take a deep breath. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Keep it real consistent. Same time in, same time out. And just really, really look around you and just appreciate the stinking snot out of however much time it is. If it's 15 minutes or if it's 3 hours, appreciate it all. And if you're lucky and you get to do it for even longer than 3 hours, you're a happy, 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 happy son of a gun. And I hope you're doing exactly what I want you to be doing, which is sharing that happiness. Because that's what we all deserve. If we're happy, we deserve to be spreading that happiness and, bringing others along with us. Because this world is lonely, it's dark, loud. The only thing that's as loud as anything else in this world is hate, negativity, and bullshit. And the only thing that can truly, truly suffocate that is happiness and kindness and spreading that to others. So please, please, please stay kind, stay curious. Do whatever it is. Do something that's going to take you out of your comfort zone today. Create a TikTok, create an Instagram post, a tweet, tell people, yo, I hope you have a great day today. I love you. Sorry I haven't, don't even say sorry. Man, screw me. I talk too much. And that's why you just got to be like, yo, I love you. Peace. Tweet. Boom. Post a picture of you in a selfie. Yo, I hope you're having a great day riding around in the car today, thinking about y'all. Please, please, please remember, smile. Something simple like that. It's going to change your community's life. It's going to change your family's life if that's all you got on your social media, or if you don't have anybody. All the anonymous people or the potential people that can run upon your posts, it's gonna mean something. Spreading that happiness, spreading that kindness. That's what it's about. And I just, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, whenever you guys are listening to this. I really, really just hope that it hits home, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. And see you guys next Car Talk podcast. Peace.